This is Ami Lin from K-State Research and Extension, 4-H agent for Johnson County. We are going to be exploring origami, or the art of paper folding. So let's go ahead and get started. There are many things you can make simply by folding paper. Let's go ahead and get started by making a samurai hat and a frog today.
So let's go ahead and make a samurai hat. We are going to start off by folding this square piece of paper in half into a triangle. Make sure that you get the corners together. I like to start from the middle and move my way out Use my nails to make sure I tighten these creases. So the flap opening is out here. I'm going to get one corner and bring this corner to this corner. Just like that. Okay. Other corner, this corner to this corner. Okay. So I have my two flaps here and then another flap. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to bring this flap up to this corner. So when I do that, I'm going to fold right in half here. Okay, again, do the same with the other side. And here is the flare for the hat. I'm going to go ahead and get maybe a third out of the way and fold in that manner. So just like that. I'm going to get this corner, fold it over, this corner, fold it over. Once that's done, I'm going to get the bottom, one piece from the bottom, fold it maybe 1/3 up, tighten the crease, and then I'm going to roll this bottom part up to here. So just going to do that. Again, it just looks a lot nicer to have that double. And last but not least, this I'm going to flip over and get the last sheet on the bottom to just go ahead and fold upward to the top corner. And here it is. Here is my hat that I could go ahead and wear on my head. I like to think of it as a hat, but I think it looks a little bit like a fish as well when I was to open it all the way up and put a face here. First, I'm going to go ahead and fold this paper in half. Make sure that the creases is nice and tight. I like to use my nails for that. I'm going to have to fold it again one more time. And once it's folded, my folded end is here. So let's go ahead and fold it upward towards that folded end. And when I pull it forward, here is a mountain fold and here is a valley fold right there. We are now going to get the top right tip folded over to the middle line, making sure that the corner is crisp. Open it back up and then get this corner to that corner. So the nicer the creases, the easier it will be to go ahead and do the next step. The next step is going to be to open it back up, and now you have the two valley folds here that's going to come in, and when I do that, I should be able to just push the top down to create this triangle. Once that's created, this is going to be their legs. One, and then the other flap is going to become the other leg. don't worry too much about how this looks. It is just for cosmetic, but you could kind of start seeing that head piece coming together. Let's flip it back around again. And now it's time to make the legs. The legs can be a little bit tricky. You're gonna fold the bottom up. And now I'm going to be folding the sides over to the middle. If it's easier for you, you might want to create a middle line so that you know exactly where you're going. But I'm gonna go get the left side and fold it to the middle. Again, make sure that the creases is nice and clear. Fold over the right side and then put the front legs back. So make sure you move the front legs over when you're folding and then move it back when you're done. Now this is the tricky part. You're going to have to get the bottom section here and fold it up to the middle line. So I'm going to fold it up to the middle line and pull it back down. So this is where it starts getting a little bit tricky. I need to get this in to become a leg. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold. So let's see. Let's imagine that there is an imaginary line there. And that's where I want to fold. So I'm going to fold along this line and make a corner with the leg. So as you can see, I fold it along that line and then got the leg out. So again, it is, imagine that it's like this. I get this corner, I pull it out, fold it down. I want to align this inside fold with this line here. So kind of like that. And then meanwhile, I'm going to pinch so that the feet is going to be pointy. So let's go ahead and try the other side. Again, imagine there is a fold that's going to get created from there to there. I'm going to fold over and then get that leg to a point. And that is the tricky part of the origami frog. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull the legs back down. And I want to go ahead and now create a leg to look something along that line, like that. Again, it's cosmetic, it's not that big of a deal if it's tricky, but I get about maybe a third in here, a third in, and fold it over. Again, here about 1/3 from the corner and fold it over. And we are almost done. So now once you have the two front leg and the two back legs, you're going to fold it upward. That fold should be relatively easy, it's already there. The second part is going to be a little bit tougher because you are going to have to fold along here. And it's a brand new fold that's never been made. And it's kind of a thick area of the origami. So usually just go ahead and place my finger there, get my other finger and fold it back. So here is my frog. I add a little, two little eyes to it, and it's ready to be played with. All you have to do is go ahead and place your finger on the back end and oops, there we go. And that there, ladies and gentlemen, is an origami frog. It's fun to go ahead and race with them. So see whose frog goes further with one jump or higher, and play it in that manner. Have fun.
Thank you for joining us for 4-H at Home.